Ford takes side of NFL protesters, so Louisiana cops take something of theirs in return. The left is drawing a line in the sand when it comes to showing patriotism, and apparently it's optional for them. Too bad for idiots like the head honchos at Ford. They just found out the hard way that betrayal comes at a price. After taking the side of NFL national anthem protesters, a few Louisiana cops took something of theirs in return, and it's entirely badass. There's no arguing that patriotism to one's country shouldn't be controversial or optional. After all, there's an easy solution. If you don't like the nation you're living in, and it's as simple as leaving. Unfortunately, there are quite a few ungrateful morons living in America, and despite being multimillionaires, on account of the freedoms our great country provides, they still don't think our country is good enough. For that reason alone, we're seeing a bunch of pathetic degenerates kneel during the national anthem in what they call a protest. Of course, once they get up and leave the field, most of them go back to their mansions, party, and completely ignore the so-called, quote, problems that they claim to fight against. Despite this reality, it seems that many people across the country are backing the entitled brats out of nothing more than spite after President Donald Trump recently spoke out against the unpatriotic behavior. In fact, those running the Ford Motor Vehicle Company most recently decided to get involved by issuing a statement taking sides with those refusing to stand. We respect individuals' rights to express their views, even if they are not ones we share. That's part of what makes America great, Ford said in a September 25th statement, as Breitbart reports. However, it seems that their unnecessary desire to get involved just blew up in their face as a few Louisiana cops decided to take something of the car companies in return. According to Automotive News, Sheriff Julian Whittington of the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office has most recently announced that his department will be boycotting Ford, and it's no small matter. Come to find out, just that sheriff's office alone spent over $747,000 on Ford vehicles last year, as the Shreveport Times reports. Ford has been a part of American history and has stood for American values, Sheriff Whittington wrote in a letter to Hickson Ford of Alexandria, Louisiana. However, the recent events surrounding the NFL, its players, and their audacity to thumb their collective noses at the American flag, the American military, as well as their obvious disdain of the profession of law enforcement in general, forces me to take a stand. The sheriff took his declaration to social media as well, where it has been extremely well received. And here's his tweet. Bossier Sheriff refuses to support those who show disrespect. Sheriff Whittington calls on other law enforcement agencies and leaders to take a stand against Ford Motor Company and the disrespectful National Football League. NFL players have the right to protest as they deem necessary, but we, the Bossier Sheriff's Office, and the taxpayers of Bossier Parish have a right to spend our money elsewhere, the statement added according to the Facebook post. That is the great thing about this country. You are allowed to protest whatever you want, of course. That doesn't make what they're doing morally or ethically right, and it doesn't free you of the backlash that may ensue when you take a stand or a knee for something that others just don't agree with. Now, America, loving patriots are taking something. from all these morons as they continue their nonsensical displays, and rightfully so. After all, there's no better way to let someone know that they're doing something wrong than by stripping them of their business. Money talks, and all of these idiots are going to find out the hard way. Sure, they may be all talking right now, but my guess is when it comes to walking the walk, they'll be standing every time they hear the Star-Spangled Banner. People can be desperate when the money runs dry, and that's exactly what's going to happen if these brats keep it up. Absolutely. Hats off to the sheriff of Bossier Parish. Correct. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.